free report detailing this savings program is now available. This free report shows how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and wealth-building power without risking a retirement in the Wall Street casino. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement. It far outperforms any IRA or 401k. To get this free report, visit bankonyourself.com. That's bankonyourself.com. Bankonyourself.com.
Every team owner puts the best cards they can put out there and thinks they're the best cards, and you want to go out there and prove that. You want to win.
Hey, race fans, this is Carl Edwards on your home for NASCAR. Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90.
Sirius XM NASCAR Radio.
NASCAR News.
The news of the day is the National Guard pulling out of motorsports sponsorship after the 2014 race season. This affects the IndyCar team of Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan Racing, and driver Graham Rahal, and of course the NASCAR team at Hendrick Motorsports with driver Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale Jr. has had the National Guard on his car. It's a 20-race plan, and according to Hendrick Motorsports, though, they said, quote, our team has a contract in place to continue the National Guard program at its current level in 2015. They've not been approached by the Guard about potential changes and plan to honor the current agreement. We tried to get a hold of representation from the National Guard and then declined to come on the program earlier today, but we'll certainly keep you up to date as to what's happening with that whole news story and that whole situation. Greg Biffle, at one point in his career, actually drove the National Guard car in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series and was able to take it to victory lane. Of course, now he drives the number 16 3M Ford Fusion, and he was on Dialed In with Claire V. Lang talking about road courses like what we have at Watkins Glen this weekend and how they level the playing field.
We like the road course race because we feel like it gives us a small opportunity to level the playing field, if you will. It is an aero-based, racetrack, but in both directions. And, maybe we won't suffer on some of the issues we've had on these mile and a half as much as this road course this weekend.
Sirius XM NFL Radio's 10th annual training camp tour continues today with the stop at Detroit Lions from 3 to 7 Eastern. Hear it all on Channel 88 for a complete schedule of training camp tour dates. Go to SiriusXM.com/NFL. Plus, get a recap of each team stop, including pictures, videos, and more at SiriusXM.com/NFL training camps. And those are your news and headlines for Thursday, August 7th, 2014. I'm Brad Gillis.
Get your NASCAR news at the bottom of every hour. Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90.
866-BIT-LANE, 866-748-5263. How about going back to the phones in Georgia with Chris? Chris, you're on Trade Paint. What's up?
Hey, my son, he's 11, and when we go to the races, like the National Guard booth is like one of the main ones you want to go to. I mean, they do a little exercises with the kids and all that. And for spy team, that's for the future. That gets in his mind, seeing them soldiers dressed up in uniform, and they look up to them, I just think I hate it that they release this NASCAR, and even when we go to monster trucks, they have the Air Force truck, and you guys go to the Air Force booth, they do things for the kids and all, and they see them in their uniform, and it's just like, it lights him up, the kids. I don't know, I just want to tell my opinion of it.
You know what? I'm with you, pal. I understand that. I really do. I think we're very fortunate to be in this country where we can go join the military. We can go join the National Guard. A lot of people don't know there's some places you live, you don't have that choice. You're required to do that.
It's the future, what they're looking for, they talk about, like the one guy called, he can't say what made him join, but, and I mean, they're not going to say, well, my daddy took me to a race and, these soldiers are there and I was odd, and, they're not going to say that. That's, I don't know, it's just, I hate to see it go. I mean, I'm a Bill Jr. fan, and I guess I'm partial to that, but it's just the kids, like my son, he loves going to that booth. Yeah, he's got a poster on the wall of the National Guard, you know. So, I just hate to see it go. And it's hard enough for them to get people to join the military anyhow nowadays. The stuff they see on TV, you know.
Yeah, no, it'll be missed, man. It'll be missed seeing it at the track. And not only on the track, but at the track as well. And that's like what you're talking about with the interactive displays and everything that they do to really help with that recruitment. Hey, Chris, thanks a lot for your call, man. We appreciate your input. 866 Pit Lane. Chocolate, we got to get a quick break out of the way. This is actually the final break of today's edition of Trade and Paint. When we come back, Patricia Driscoll from the Armed Forces Foundation is going to be joining us here on the program. Stick around. What is the name of this network again?
Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90.
That's a terrible name.
He skyrocketed to fame by igniting a nationwide black and yellow fashion craze.
What up, it's your boy Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa performed live at a private SiriusXM concert, giving you an exclusive early listen to music from his new album, Black Hollywood. SiriusXM Sounds of Summer continues with replays throughout the week.
So Monday is Ninja Warrior Final.
Nation Channel 44, also on the SiriusXM app. Go to SiriusXM.com/Shade45 or Hip Hop Nation for full schedule.
Subject, the heart. It's a masterpiece of machinery, as vital as the car's engine. Listen to it carefully. The heart wants to go 200 miles an hour into a 33-degree banked turn. It wants to be on the cover of a magazine. The heart defies logic. It hates brakes and the fool who tries to reason with it. The heart has a mind of its own. You may drive the car, but the heart drives you. Get your heart racing at NASCAR.com.
Are you thinking about starting a new franchise or adding another franchise to your portfolio? Tide Dry Cleaners could be the solution. Tide Dry Cleaners is seeking new franchisees nationwide. And for a limited time, the Tide Dry Cleaners Development Incentive Program may reduce your franchise fee by $30,000 per unit. Tide Dry Cleaners provides a comprehensive training and support program. Contact us now to learn more about the franchise that's changing dry cleaning for good. Please visit TideDryCleaners.com. That's TideDryCleaners.com.
Our family had a savings account until our air conditioner died.
We had a vacation fund before our refrigerator had a meltdown.
My family has no money, and our water heater just quit. The truth is, it can only take one home appliance or system repair to bust your budget. But with a home warranty from American Home Shield, you get to keep more of your hard-earned money because they pay your covered repairs for you. For valuable free information, call 1-800-916-4945. Why pour money into repairs when American Home Shield will pay covered repairs for you? The air conditioner, water heater, plumbing, refrigerator, washer, and more. Service requests are subject to a fee for each trade call. Some exclusions and limitations apply. Why would you ever pay for expensive home system and appliance repairs when you can let American Home Shield pay covered repairs for you? If you'd rather save more of your hard-earned money, call for valuable free information, including terms, rates, and coverage. 1-800-916-4945. That's 1-800-916-4945.
One car length.
Your home for NASCAR.
Your home for NASCAR. Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Sirius XM NASCAR Radio.
Channel 90.
Back to Trade and Paint. Here are your hosts, Brad Gilly and Chocolate Myers.
Patricia Driscoll, the president of the Armed Forces Foundation, is going to be joining us here momentarily on Trade and Paint, so we look forward to chatting with her and maybe get some insight as to the National Guard sponsorship and everything else that is going on with that entire situation. In the meantime, let's grab a phone call here real quick. Chalk at 866 Pit Lane. How about Terry in Washington? You're on Trade and Paint.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, man. Good.
Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, you guys are mean as hell that you know.
Hey, we're only reporting the facts. We've not told one single lie, I don't think.
I'm here to stand up for, hey, that guy used to be a race car driver.
Dude.
Jim Noble. He ever done any racing or anything?
Oh, my
He had
God.
to in the car.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, they probably have to bring an extra trailer just to carry it out, you know?
Yeah, I've ridden with him, by the way. You don't want that to happen. By the way, DJ Ramball reports that Jim Noble's head is so big he has to wear 2 watches because his head's in 2 different time zones. Again, this doesn't come from us, Terry. But anyway, what's your question, man?
Yeah. Hey, I was just wondering, I was thinking about the way they put them. So all these cars are done with grass now,
I
aren't
can't
they?
play that game. I can't.
Most of them, yes.
Yeah, when they, yeah, most of them. I just wondered, like, did they have, I mean, painting them and everything back in the day, did they have a separate company do that, or did they have
I mean, it's on the team that they hire to do that.
No. All the race teams do their own stuff. As a matter of fact, in today's world, a lot of the race teams are doing their own ramp, so most of the stuff is done in-house. Some of the smaller teams may have to have somebody come in and farm it out. But the big teams, they do it themselves. Thanks,
All right,
Hey,
Terry.
love your show, man.
Thanks a lot, man. We appreciate you. All right, let's go to the hotline now and check in with Patricia Driscoll, the president of the Armed Forces Foundation. Maybe give a little unique perspective on the whole National Guard sponsorship in motorsports. Patricia, thank you so much for taking the time. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Sorry if it's a little loud, but Kurt decided we needed to go drive in a 61 Vette today, so that's the noise you hear in the background.
Patricia, let me ask you this question. Once again, I want you to kind of relate this to the National Guard news that we've got. You've been around this sport for a long time now, and you've done so much stuff with the military. I don't know of anybody that does any more with the military than our folks here in NASCAR as far as welcoming the military. We always see them there. It is a great, it makes me proud to be a part of NASCAR when I'm at the track to see the military there.
Absolutely. And this is one of the most frustrating things for me is that everybody knows that NASCAR is a walking billboard. It is all about advertisements. That's what all the other sponsors do. And to me, there's no better place. It's like a Super Bowl every weekend for the number of people that actually come and watch the race. And then you have millions of people watching on TV. Our sport is so patriotic. When we bring the wounded troops to the track every single week, I have a lot of people that are first-time NASCAR watchers, never really big fans, but they all know that National Guard car, and when the Army car was there, they all knew about it too, and they all wanted to see it. They all wanted to take a picture by it. They didn't even care who's driving it. It's something that is a source of pride for a lot of our people. I know a lot of the Marines miss the Marine car. I definitely know a lot of Army guys miss the Army car. It was a great recruiting tool, and let's face it, NASCAR is the most patriotic sport, professional sport in America. From its fans, from the leadership, we put on a good show every single week. And when you see these guys swearing in like they were at Pocono last week, how many people do you think left there and decided to go to a recruiter because they saw that swearing in and they saw the response from the crowd? And when those young recruits got in the back of that truck with their state flag and drove around the track, they got a standing ovation from everybody there thanking them for what they had just done to sign up for our country. There is no better recruiting tool or place than a NASCAR track.
I agree with you, but there were some senators last year, Patricia, trying to make it sound like that the sponsorship wasn't effective at all, when they were basically trying to carve motorsports out of what they could spend their advertising budget on. And, I would be more likely to believe what they said if they were trying to tell me that, well, this small percentage did. But to virtually say that no one did, I don't know that I can believe that. I mean, you've seen it yourself. It has been effective in getting recruits into the military, has it not?
Absolutely. And I had, even when I took to Twitter last night and brought the subject up, I had a lot of people hit me up on Twitter saying, hey, I was one of those recruits, or my daughter was one of those recruits. So I love that I can just send out one tweet and get a ton of people saying I was inspired by it and that's what made me join. It's something that I noticed and I saw and I'm proud of. But yet a general claims that there's not even one that they can show for. We all know that's a bunch of BS. I had a lot of questions about this particular guy who's not really been involved in sport whatsoever. A brand new, guy to the program. I feel, and I had heard on Capitol Hill, because I've been very involved with this, as you guys know, I had heard that he was going to go run for office. So I don't know whose side he was on and what stunts he was pulling in the congressional hearing, but nobody believes that. When the House of Representatives last year brought up that bill to kill motorsports spending, they didn't do it for the NFL or the NBA or Major League Baseball. It was just motorsports. When they went and did that for the second time, we got that defeated 2-1 in the House of Representatives. It was completely killed because every other member of Congress looked at all the data that was there and said, yes, it's truly an effective recruiting tool. I mean, I want people to explain to me how a billboard on the side of the road is more effective than what that 88 has done to bring, not just join the National Guard, but just join the military in general, and be a part of our sport. When you walk out of there, there's sometimes, when we've got the big American flag being rolled out on the front stretch, you've got those recruits there, we've got troops there, we've got, everybody is so patriotic, we've got our flyovers. By the time that you leave our race, I'm telling you, everybody wants to sign up. It's like, watching Top Gun, and then all of a sudden you're inspired, you want